how you doing, fam? Welcome back to Soul Measure. I don't know. I was I was out here just, I guess, not even rolling around. I don't even remember what. Oh yeah, I came out here for a chiropractic adjustment, and man, I wanted to see a movie and ended up not sitting because I looked at the traffic on my way home, like a 2-hour drive or something like that. And I was like, you know what? I'm not even supposed to be a part of this. I'm about to go see a movie or something like that. So I looked at the parking, and I was like, a little paranoid. They had plenty of places to park garages and everything, but I was like sitting up here worried about where not to park. And I don't know, I feel goofy about it, but like I shouldn't be questioning it. So, but I looked at the reviews on top of that, and it's not something I usually do. I don't know what that is, but could be somebody throwing energy at me or something like that. Probably is, because it's been going on for quite some time, and it's just like don't you have anything else to be doing right now? Like don't you have a family and some kids to go home to or something? Somebody come get their husband, please. But I've been, so now I'm in traffic again because I didn't want to park. I was calling the representative, trying to call the representative, and it's a movie theater, so they're not really about to answer that phone like that. And trying to see where not to park, if any of these places were places not to park. Then I read the reviews, and I was just like, mixed bag. So now I'm just like, I'm not in traffic isn't stopped or anything like that, but it's still in the red, and I'm on my way to another theater. So yeah, that's how my energy's been for the past maybe 3-4 days. It's just been weird. Like the last video I was doing, I haven't uploaded it yet. It was just like something was incoming, and then like I couldn't even focus on the video. I couldn't even focus on what I wanted, the message I wanted to deliver. I got little bits and pieces out, which I'll upload it later, no filter. And it's just been weird. It's just like I haven't been like really, it's like a mix of emotions, a mix of like random thoughts, and like everything that's going on, because I got a lot of emotion in my life. I got a lot that's trying to come in, that's about to come in, that's including these downloads, and I'm just like, I can't seem to grasp a focus on one message I want to deliver it. But this is like, it's typical for me, but this is like times 10. It's on steroids right now, and I don't know what to do with it. Honestly, I'm just on camera talking and hoping something, until something clicks, comes through, or something like that. Maybe somebody else is experiencing this. I don't know. But yeah, like, and then if you look back, of course, I typed out some things. I've made a post about a few posts, because I got, I'm not even gonna say triggered, but it's like, okay, stuff kept coming in, doom, and I'm like remembering downloads, and I'm remembering like, things in regards to what I was posting, and I'm starting to think writing kind of helps me with my downloads and remembering things, typing things out, writing things out, and kind of not even meditating on it, just focusing on something else, and then something just comes in. Like, it seems like when I actually focus on it, then it's kind of like shy about coming in as a download, and it's kind of weird, unless I'm just like, there's just that bing boom connection. And I've been real scatterbrained kind of lately, like more than normal, and but I've been getting business done, and I think that's part of it, because I'm like, there's still things to do, and that's what the blockage is. Like, some of us, like, if all the business isn't taken care of, but it's kind of like a slow process, because I have to wait on other people to get the business done, which keeps me in a place that I don't like to be at mentally, which is scatterbrained. So yeah, there's that. And I think I just answered my own question and solved my own problem. So that's cool. Forgive me. It's something, there's something there. Like I could pull from it, but it's just, yeah, it's doing that thing. It's doing its thing. It's cycling through. It's too much going on in the files. None of it is organized. And I've been working on my spiritual health, doing a lot of cleansing, clearing, detaching, cord cutting. And I was just like, it's just folks just really just trying to hang on for dear life. Like, there's people, in real sacrificial positions in employment. I guess that's why they're not giving a fuck about losing like anything, because there ain't much there to, there isn't much to lose. But I'm, I guess I'll go through the motions, right, of what's going on. These spiritual attacks, like stupid people talking about me sexually, basically throwing out sex magic, like in public. Like he really said that out loud, for real. Like and it's just getting to a point. There's really fucking these are grown ass dudes. Like these are grown ass boys doing this shit. And like here and there, there's hidden helpers, or just men scattered out through the situation, and they'll put a halt to it. But I'm just like, these are professional environments, mind you, that people aren't even supposed to be saying stuff like this, innuendo or otherwise, but they try to get slick with the words. That's word magic. It's what they do. They try to put it as something else until motherfucker who just so happens to be on their third or fourth write-up ends up just walking out the door unemployed, and having to go through some of the shit I went through, and not able to get unemployment because they like breaking some HIPAA law or something like that, or whatever law that is. That, and I knew them like the back of my hand, but it's just like, I'll know them when I need it. RICO, HIPAA. I can't say EEO. Some of it is EEOC too, because it's straight discrimination. And I don't know, it's just like I'm starting to feel bad for the people. Like, it's just like, I was thinking maybe like maybe people were thinking they should feel bad for me in this situation, but it's actually like a mental illness that's spreading like a epidemic. It's just kind of like rampant out here, that people are just blurting out random stupid shit in public and throw out word magic and try to get a reaction. And like, that demon has got to be tired of really just getting ignored by the same person like all the time. Like, I just keep it moving, keep it pushing. If it ain't making me money, they ain't saying it directly to my face. It's kind of like, all right, well, that I don't see how that's gonna benefit you in life, but all right then, cool. I can't say more power to you, because you're actually diminishing your own power by doing stupid shit like that. Because it was like a big deal around my name, and I'm getting adjusted to the attention. Good Lord, the attention. I'm used to attention, but not on this scale. And it's turning into something more hype. So the good outweighs the bad for sure, right? And it gets to that point. And I was thinking back on something here we go. I was thinking back on something I was on one of my other videos, or something I wrote. I don't remember if it was on a video or I did both. That the energy of high frequency gets so big that anybody trying to get into your energy via toxic people or on lower frequency trying to get into your energy becomes an annoyance, because the high frequency is so big. You can see the energy, the disapproval. I won't say irritation. I won't say I don't know how they feel for real, but I feel how they feel, but I don't know how they, if that makes sense. But they're just like a little gnat trying to get into the collective energy to try to antagonize and try to get their little bullshit off the ground, and there's nothing moving for them. And it's like, the whole mixtape career, your shit ain't getting off the ground, man. It's just like, just stop. Like, you're 60 years old still trying to be a rapper. That's not funny, okay? Because it can still happen, but it's like, they ain't talking about shit. Like, of all the things you could choose to like blurt out in public, like a Walmart greeter or whatever the fuck, that's the first thing they blurt out when you know, like, not blurt out, but, you know, like, mumble under their breath or whatever. You know, they say that instead of hello, you know, welcome welcome to Walmart. You know, there's some men in the mix, you know, usually some salt and pepper man, you know, like an older man, or maybe not, they might not be older. Some people, they crave fast. They're the only one, you know, they're doing the correction, and sometimes, you know, it's like, you know, just a solid dude, like, you know, a real one who's, you know, straight just correcting that. Because I'm like, these conversations, this lingo, this it has no place in a place of profession. It has no business in a place of business, right? It's not gaining anybody any money. It's not, if anything, it's a liability to the company. Because say the wrong person comes by and hears that, you know, what they like to call Karens, right? And they sue the shit out of that person, right? They just happen to be in the hall or in the aisle, and they're just looking for a lawsuit. And bam, there you are saying that stupid shit. You know, just, okay, you know, like, just dumb shit. And they know it's an innuendo, and there's no way to deny it, because why would you be saying something like that? Like, why would that even be a part of your vocabulary right now? You know, like, people, you know, aren't stupid, but it's like they try to, word magic is to, like, try to disguise and cast an illusion, like, so they can have plausible deniability as to what it is they are referring to in what context, right? So that's part of what word magic is. So I basically, you know, had some fuckboys in my energy trying to make me look like a whore, you know, while having people throw sex magic at me, and, you know, doing so themselves, you know, and saying it like with such contempt and such, you know, just forcefully, like, give a fuck about me, like, you know, just that type shit. And just standing around doing it, you know, like, what's the word I'm looking? Conviction is the word I'm looking for. They say it with such conviction. I'm just like, look, these people, you know, or one in particular has been in the background of every connection I've ever had, right? And even had some dudes lying on they piece, you know, they're I don't know what to call it. Yeah, their piece. I'm just leaving it at that. Their piece, right? Which, you know, kind of like, okay, they're PEACE and PIECE. They're lying on both of them right now, because you can't be at peace up here doing that shit. And going to sleep peacefully, saying that they did. So it's just like, it's got me out here looking like some kind of, you know, some kind of worker. And, you know, I've never been with any of that, you know. Like, I like connection. I like, you know, real shit. And it's like, there's got to be a conversation first. Like, you know, I have to know that you're not going to be, like, trying to get me pregnant, or trying to, like, hand off an STD, or some, you know, something stupid, like, something, like, sadistic like that. Like, you know, like, well, not, babies aren't sadistic, but, you know, STDs. And, you know, because they have, like, these are the same people, or the same person that has accused me of having a incurable STD. This is a straight up fucking liar. Incurable STD, right? And keeps trying to pin that on me. And I'm pretty sure the motherfucker has sent people to me with STDs, you know, but they didn't get past conversation. So, you know, and I can smell it on them. It's just like, just in the vibe, the energetic vibe, I can smell it that way too. So just like, the shit just wasn't happening, and they would be mad, you know, saying that was a good dude or something like that. I'm like, yeah, if they say it's a good dude, I'll never trust anybody who has to send somebody else to you because they got an issue with you, or me because they got an issue with me, or like has to get a whole bunch of people on one person. That's a punk ass person, man. That's whoever, male or female, it does not matter. Because I'm like out here solo dolo. I've been single for about 4 years, you know. If I want a lover, I'll get a lover. But really, right now, for me, it's about a bag. You know, that's really what it is for me. And I have been enjoying myself, girl. You know, I'm not gonna lie. I'm just like, you know, I'm not gonna say soft. I'm gonna say damsel area, but not damsel in distress, just damsel, right? Just like treating myself, because I really needed that, and I need that to function. Like, I don't function well if I'm not getting my, you know, at least a massage, you know, at least that. making sure, and I've been doing a lot of cooking and just really enjoying my own cooking, just like, and falling in love with myself again. And that's, and they can say self-centered or whatever the fuck, but I'm not out here doing what they want me to do, or they would be good with me doing, which is sleeping around, or heartbroken over some dude, or like following behind some dude. It's just like I don't know what it is. Like, I understand now why there was a whole thing said decentering men. Like, I'm not decentering because I was never my life was never centered around a man, much less his bag or anything else he has going on. It's just like, hey, let's normalize, let's decenter having another person in your life as a necessity and as a want, not a need. Because it's like you need somebody around. You need them for something. You need them for, and it's a codependent word for a relationship or friendship, or like whatever type of relationship is codependent. Like, I want things, but I don't need them. Like, I want, what is something I don't have but I don't need? I want a bunch of PS5 games, even though I'm never gonna play them. I just want them there for when I do play them and they're available. It's like that, right? I don't have that, and I'm not gonna go looking for it. If somebody wants to hook me up and buy a game, probably not. I'd probably rather have something practical, honestly. Like, I don't know. I have everything I need for the most part, because I'm like, I still don't know where I really want to settle down. I'm still traveling and working. So really right now I have everything I need and could possibly want. I'm like happy, and it's just like, I usually when I get this happy I get suspicious, because I'm like, what the hell's about to happen? Somebody's about to come in and fuck that up. But so far, people have tried, and I went ahead and expressed some things on the internet, because I'm like, okay, incoming, just like, and I had to let it go, because sometimes it's like crammed into my brain, and I'm just like, okay, download, and I have to let it go before I either forget or it drives me freaking insane. And that's what those are about. Otherwise, I'm big chilling. And if say an event I do get aggravated, that's usually what that'll get rid of it. Or I'm not really focused on it. I'm not really, I just move on and do something different. Move the other way, or go on about my business and what I was doing. Sorry, I'm looking for a running track so I could go running, hopefully sometime in the near future, do my 30-60 sprints. Can't seem to find one that isn't overcrowded. That's the problem. There's tracks, it's just they're overcrowded, and that's a good way. Sprinting is a good way to open up your solar plexus and your heart. It's just like, because not saying it's like to indicate that you're running away from anything like your fears or something like that. Sorry, I'm checking my GPS. However, yeah, it's just you're opening up you're aligning and opening up your spine along with your root and sacral chakra, because it's like that fight or flight, needs to be reactivated sometimes, because a narcissist will surely try to take that and like exhaust you from it, and so you have no fight, right? And you don't know that you should take flight, because that's been exhausted. That intuition has been exhausted from trusting a piece of shit, basically, and trusting what they say, or like being lured back into their trap repeatedly over and over again. And okay, I don't know why it's not showing, over and over again. So it's just like you start to think that shit's normal. It's not normal. There's no way that, arguments happen in any type of relationship, right? Even professional, disagreements, I'll say, they happen. Debates, what have you. But arguments are probably the worst of them. And it's really, honestly, something I refuse to do. It's like, okay, I'll agree to disagree and walk away. Like, if you want to stand there and keep talking, I might, stand there and like hear you out, but I'm not going to be your emotional punching bag, though. Like, because an argument it's more emotional than it is logical. And and with emotions comes, with some people, the desire to hurt another person. I ain't with that. I will walk away from you so quick. You would swear you were just talking to Casper. I'm not gonna stick around for that. And Nobody should. Nobody should just stick around to be an emotional punch bag. That's another tactic of the narcissist, is to try to get you to argue in circles at that. Like, it's not going anywhere. Like, there's no resolution to it. It's just they want to drain your social battery, and then it also that causes you to also go into a state of isolation, right? Because it's just like, I'm drained, I don't even want to be around people. Some people think they're introverts, and I absolutely am, but some people think they're introverts, but they absolutely are not. They would get out there and be a social butterfly if it weren't for a narcissist draining their social battery. Just like, how you gonna go out and socialize when they already drained your battery before you even left the house? Or, and for some reason they love arguments in the car. Like, I don't know what it is. So it's like, I've experienced this firsthand. It's just like an argument always, tries to creep its way into a conversation, or just a car ride situation where you could just really be peaceful, or worst case scenario, listen to some really good music. And, it's like they'll just constantly antagonize you till it's just like, what the you can have like the nicest day ever, when you can be somewhere off by yourself, doing this, that, and the third, and that's a narcissist will keep poking at you in any way possible, right? Like in this situation, I had like a plethora of like flying monkeys. Like I would be driving, and they were mirroring my phone, hacking my phone, and I'm like, I should turn this shit into the FBI or the police or something, just to catch all the people who are hacking my phone. If that's possible. I did look it up. They can do it. It is possible, and I really want to do that now. I'm thinking about it seriously, like, cause it, like, that shit, the obsession needs to be studied. Like, and they're trying to act, and then plausible deniability and gaslighting, are on we're on an all-time high, but it's starting to subside because people are starting to see the truth. I'm guessing because things were read. I should take a screenshot also of my views, the views I have and the subscribers I have on my channel, which do not reflect the amount of motherfuckers talking about it. So that means they're all getting into a group somewhere, and the videos being re-uploaded to another platform and being profited from, because there's too many fucking people talking about my videos talking about my videos and what the hell I be posting. And then probably some things being fabricated too. I know my phone's being mirrored. I know I'm being stalked. I know that my videos are possibly being stolen, because like I said, there's too many damn people just on me like that. And yes, it could be like they are photoshopping and all kinds of things, right? And I just got some angry birds, some messy angry birds, some shitty angry birds, that are trying to stay in my energy. They're like hanging on for dear fucking life. And it's really sad. I mean, for them, not for me. I'm just, because it's like, either way, I'm going to still keep moving, because the whole thing is for them to make you want to stop living your life with all these false accusations. Hell, they were accusing me of cheating, and that's not something I do, like, because I barely find one motherfucker that I like, and then I need space away from that person. What makes you think I want to deal with two people? No way, no how. I'm good. I'm chilling on that. Like, I like my little alone time. A scary amount of alone time. It's almost, it's scary. Well, I'm not up to anything. I'm just enjoying my own energy. Just like, and that's something a narcissist, or like, people who are just really angry on the inside, they can fake all the smiles they want to, but a lot of these motherfuckers really can't sit by themselves, and they're around people so much they can't hear their own thoughts. So they do group thinking. That's why they like that so much, just because, like, oh, I can take away the pain, the aneurysm of thinking for myself, because I swear they would if they had a independent thought anywhere in their life, instead of what social media told them to think, or what whatever their favorite YouTuber, TikToker, Instagrammer told them to fucking think, or groomed them to think. I'm not trying to groom, I'm just getting my words out, and you can take it or leave it. I'm not gonna be checking up on you and making sure you believe it or this, that, and the third. I'm saying what I need to say, and I'm getting on with my life because I love my life. Like, I could never hate my life that much, so much that I would like sit up and basically become a groupie to somebody who, not even a flying monkey to anybody. Like, I don't care enough. If they're not doing anything to me, and then if it was all digital, if it was all online and over the phone or whatever, like, I'm not in any contact with the person whatsoever, I would not be fucking with somebody in public until I had all the details and I did all my research and investigation and know for sure that is that fucking person, because you can get really fucked up in the courts for doing that type of shit, like real bad, like, because it's like, okay, you're basically verbally assaulting and possibly attempted assault, attempted whatever it is these bitches are attempting, that they ooze out of bed and ooze off the black web and try to do in the midst of gaslighting. It's just like, no, because I know some of these people are from the dark web. Like, it's just the scent that they carry, and it's just like a scent of sweat, old furniture, and mothballs, or something like that, and sweaty clothes. And no, I'm joking, it's not really the same, but I know the scent when I smell it. And they it's just like, it's just some people you can just see it on them. They are definitely from the dark web. They just oozed out of bed and after mirroring phones. And it's not just me, it's happening too. That's why I'm just, it's sad that it's almost a normal thing, but the thing is that they don't understand that these are federal offenses, and the feds aren't just gonna just straight up just like be kicking in your door just off one offense. They're gonna let you build up. It's like, oh, it looks like you've been at this for a while. Knock knock, and okay, click boom, that's it. Like, we got you. They are going to make sure they know it's you. They're gonna make sure they got their mark. So that's the whole thing. Like, because I know I've been under watch and investigation as well. It's like, you can watch me all you want to. I'm like, you want something to eat? Like, I'm a great cook. I'm a great chef. Something to drink, a bartend, like, come in, cookies, like, we're cool. Like, I'm chilling. Like, I don't have shit to hide. In fact, I think I have hidden cameras in my trailer, or at one point I did. I don't know if the program got shut down or what, but I haven't been hearing much of that. Just more about what I'm doing on my phone, right? And it's crazy that this shit has been going on so long that I'm just like casually talking about it. It's actually like, it's a sick fucking situation from sick ass people, and it's just like, people just need, like, just think about what you're doing before you go out in public and do that shit. Like, honestly, I'm just living life. That's it, and trying to juggle opportunities and juggle my own thoughts and like downloads and things like that, and just stand on the path. Like, me and the Most High God, we just been, I just been on cloud nine, just floating. Like, I'm not even like doing anything wrong. They're really pursuing me like I'm an actual fucking criminal based off of what I said on the internet. But they would not approach a real criminal like that. They wouldn't. Well, they haven't approached me, but they wouldn't treat a real criminal like that. We can literally announce a serial killer or something. All they would do is fucking look. Just look at them. Like, this is how these people are trash. And they are like bullies, or they've been bullied so much. It's like, oh my God, now's my chance. Let me see how it feels. Like, should feel like shit, honestly, because I'm like, I'm not out here, like I said, I'm not committing crimes. I'm out here, just trying to love and light, give helpful messages, help who I can, help who wants to be helped. Don't save them if they don't want to be saved. Leave them where they are at. And some people want you to fight them to save them. I'm not doing any of that shit. Like, if you don't want to be saved, or you don't want to be helped, I'm not here to fight you for it. Like, that's your salvation, not mine. I did my part by trying in the first place, or at least making myself available, because the whole thing is like having access to a person and still deciding to do or say some bullshit when you heard all these rumors or whatever, what have you, going on, or you haven't heard their perspective. You just saw something on the internet. You don't know the inner workings of that person. You just know that shit on a 3D. Which, okay, cool. If that's where your perspective lies and that's where you're standing, that's where you're standing. Or at the bottom line, don't even know the whole story and what's going on behind the scenes of the people who would be showing you the material or whatever. So you'd be like a person be sitting there reading the whole shit, letter by letter, word for word, right? And come up with like 85 different comprehensions in one group, But some people can really only see one side of the coin, and they think everything is black and white, but it's really not. This is a very it's a convoluted situation that they put us in. I'm sorry, I don't talk a whole lot, so it's easy for me to lose my voice. I don't think I'm losing it right now. I think it's just a little, but anyways, yeah, but it's just, it says, so the whole thing is the way it's being presented under the context and circumstances being shown to a person under, or they're seeing it under, and then based on their own biases and perspectives and what their own inner turmoil is, that's been in one big melting pot, one big cauldron, and motherfuckers are throwing out word magic like that. Your biases don't have really shit to do with me. I'm not going to your page, reading what you have, and then coming and trying to get under your skin in public. Like, it's stupid because you're on camera as well, with video and audio. So that's definitely not fucking smart. And the whole thing is they think because nothing happens right away that it's not going to, or they'll never get caught up if they do it just once. Anybody can get some spiritual hands. Anybody can get hemmed up and dragged away by the feet. So it's like, be careful with that shit. Like, I would hate to see people get caught up over stupid shit like this, but at the same time, free will, I would not use my free will for some shit like that. But hey, people do what they do. Because these people tried to make it look like they occupy my mind 24/7 by just off what I post. You get 5 minutes per post, if that, and sometimes it doesn't even take me that long. And that's all I get, just boom, per post. I'll spend a maximum of 5 minutes and then it's posted, and then I'm good. But the majority of my thoughts is on building an empire, how I'm going to build my future, how I'm going to help people while I'm building my future, and how me building the future is going to help people, how I can help people in the future, and things like that, because I have the skills. It's just the ways of getting it, right? I'm focused on building fucking communities, and these people are running around talking about who I'd be sleeping with. I mean, there's a huge difference. These are people I'd never associate myself with, period. Like, you never see me like walking side by side with these people unless they were like my employees or something like that. Like, they were working for me, and well, probably not even then, because I don't even think I'd have these people working for me. Do they have like a significant resume? Like, it's just, like, I guess they would, because it's like they got all these pulls. They got all this pull to like sit around and do fuck shit and like, figure out where I am all day every day and what I'm doing all day every day. And like, you can see, if you mirror my phone and seeing where I'm going and watching me all the time, you can see I'm not doing shit wrong. I'm not doing anything like they're doing. Definitely not committing crimes. I'm just hurting feelings, maybe, at worst. Like, that's the most, and just by existing, it seems like I'm just, I'm hurting feelings just by existing. That's crazy, because I'm like, I'll be totally at peace somewhere, and then here comes a random karmic, random flying monkey, thinking they're saving the day with, throwing out some